Okay guys, it's Gabe here, and in this video I want to demonstrate how Upfront can be played solo with the so-called sideboard method. Why I love this method? Because originally when you try to play it two-sided, the biggest problem here is that even though that you're trying to forget, of course, that what cards the imaginary opponent has in his hands, that's not gonna really work. But with this sideboard method, we are really able to get some uncertainty, some fog of war. So I really like to play that way, and I'm going to demonstrate to you how this is working. Okay, so I chose the scenario B, the city fight, for this particular setup. I'm throwing the Germans against the British. That's not necessarily the best setup, of course, but that's not the goal of this video. I just want to really demonstrate the mechanic of this solo method. As you can see, that I'm going to play it through Tabletop Simulator because that is easier to record. And I just started a hot seat method, so I just named one player to Günther, that's the German side, and McDonald is the UK side. And as you can see, I just set up two groups on both sides, A and B. That's it, with 5 men in each group. Again, this is not necessarily and definitely not the best setup, but that doesn't matter right now. So as you see from the scenario instructions, the axis move first, so that is the first turn. And actually it is the turn 0 because we just draw our hands, and we're just gonna assign the potential terrain cards to groups. So let's see first the German hand here. Let's spread the cards. Well, there is no any terrain cards except the wire here, which cannot be used, in the initial setup process. So basically that's done. Then we just need to group these cards again. This can be made by a simple G. Okay, and now what's happening, because I already saw that hand, there is 3 cards set aside, which is basically the sideboard. Now I'm going to take these 3 cards, okay, put into the 5-card hand, shuffle it, okay, and just remove 3 cards, okay, at a side. Okay, now with this method, particularly, then even possibly that more than 50% of the cards are changed, and I don't even have a clue what cards the Germans are holding right now. But okay, let's move to the British turn, and as you can see it here, he did his hand, and that is the sideboard. So again, just going to spread these cards. Let's see, of course he has some terrains here. So okay, so first of all, I just spread the cards a little bit. Of course, with this scenario, the first 4 wood cards will be need to actually discarded. So now I'm going to discard the stream card on the Germans, of course. Okay, the German group A, let them have it, and that's going to play that building card into my group A here. Okay, now I have 3 cards remaining, so I'm going to draw 2 cards. Okay, I'm not going to check which cards I was drawn. Okay, and again, let's put together the hand. Okay, so I don't know what cards I was drawn, but anyway, I'm going to put the 3 sideboard there, shuffle it, set aside the 3 cards again, and now again the UK hand is ready, and I don't even have a clue what cards the UK player are held. Okay, now we can move to the first turn actually. So this is the German. Okay, now I'm just going to spread the cards again. So let's see what we have. Okay, we have a concealment, we have a fire card. Okay, we have a movement. Okay, that's it. That's great. Okay, so obviously to get out from this bloody stream, you know, I need to discard 2 movement cards if I can recall. So that's not very easy. But let's just keep that movement card into my group B here. Okay, and let me change the range into 1. Okay, and that was that group's action. And this group, well, they can't really do anything, but what I'm gonna do, I'm just going to discard the fire card into the UK group here. Let them have it again. Now I have 3 cards left. Okay, just gonna group them over. Okay, group them over, put the 3 cards there, you know, but before we do that, we draw 2 cards. So now we have the 5 card hand. Put the 3 sideboard card here, shuffle it. Okay, set aside the 3 cards, and we are ready, and we can just pass the turn to the German. Oh, sorry, for the UK. It's again, you know, it's basically just one more turn here. Just set aside a little bit. So let's spread these cards. Okay, of course it's because of the nature of table simulator, it's need to always a little bit tricky. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have 2 concealment, we have smoke. Right now I don't think that any of this card is particularly very good for us, except maybe that movement, which I'm going to discard on this group, and basically they can remove that wire card. That's the discard here. Okay, and since the British can discard 1 more card, I'm going to discard this one, of course, and just group the cards, group them over, draw 2 cards. Okay, just put them together, grab the sideboard, shuffle it, set aside the sideboard again. Oops. Okay, so now I have 3 cards here, 5 cards here, and basically the British are done, and they can pass the turn to the German. So this is it. This is how the sideboard method are working. And obviously there is one more thing which is quite obvious, that when you are shoot at the enemy, of course the same thing happens. You need to check the enemy hand if they have a concealment card, and if they have, you can, of course you can play it, but this time of course you will not going to draw a replacement card. But anyways, you're gonna shuffle the remaining cards together with the sideboard and remove again 3 cards, because that way again you cannot be sure what cards the opponents are holding. Okay, so this is it. I hope it can be interesting for all of you who are, you know, playing up front solo. So thank you very much for the attention.